Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. So I want to thank God for the opportunity for me to read for all of you today. And I hope that you find healing and you can apply something in this message to your life that will benefit you. So real quick, I'm going to try to pull a couple of my handwritten cards. I'm just going to pull like 3. And so I have stack. I'm just going to kind of flip through it and pull out 3 random cards. Actually, I see that I pulled 4, which is fine. Okay. First one is asking others' opinions about your business. Causes confusion. Search your heart and soul. The reason why I wrote that is because sometimes people have their own agenda. Sometimes it's as simple as, well, I don't want them to do better than me, so I will tell them this information. Sometimes it could be actually how they really truly feel, and they say what they feel would benefit you. However, if they've never experienced this, whatever it is that you are experiencing, how can they truly give you a real opinion? So you have to take all those things into consideration. And truthfully, I've spent a lot of years of my life trying to get validation from others, and it only rang true with a couple of people where they actually gave their best advice, and I seen it at the end. I didn't really see it at the beginning, but I see it at the end. Okay. The next card I have is those that pray, your abundance reduces. Praying, maybe they want your abundance, and that's why I wrote it in P-R-E-Y. Spirit reflects back. I can't really recall why I wrote Spirit reflects back, but maybe it's saying that as long as you are on your right path and you are trying to make choices that are for you, that Spirit, God Almighty, will reflect back to that person who's preying upon your abundance dwindling down. Okay. Okay, so the next one is stop throwing negativity towards one of God's children. It's like instant karma. So I've actually seen that in my life a few times, where people who have thrown hate towards me, God has actually given them instant karma. I don't really want to get into actual specifics at this point, but I can tell you it's happened with a sibling. It's happened with my uncle, well, both my uncles. It's happened with different people who have shown me negative ways, and I ask God for His justice, is what I do. I say whatever God's will be done, and I just ask God to protect me and to teach others a lesson, to let me live in my peace and let me flourish with God's love growing inside of me. And I say, God's hand upon you. Everything happens for a good reason. So even though you might be going through something really tough, It's there to build your character. It's there to help you grow. It's there to help you follow your gut. It's there for you to teach you that you need to choose to control your own life. Make decisions in your own life that benefit you. And it's not selfish unless it's like you want to go out of your way to use somebody to your advantage, that kind of thing. Choosing you means, to me anyways, choosing me means I will do anything to keep my peace. I will fight for my peace. I will say what I have to say for my peace. And if people don't want to respect that when I'm respecting them, then there's no room in my life for them. And not to say that I stop loving them, because I love everybody. People who have done horrible things to me, I still love, because I don't want to spend any energy in my lifetime hating anybody. Okay, so those are those cards. So when I was pulling the cards, I was kind of contemplating, well, is this going to be a reading about how your person feels about you? Or is it going to be like a twin flame reading? Or is it going to be a reading for you about your self-love? So any of the three, however it fits. When in doubt, choose to see peace. Okay, so out of the Tattoo Tarot, the first card I got is Justice. Maybe you've made a request to God for justice in your life. Maybe someone has been trying to diminish your wealth. And this could be wealth in spirituality, or it could be wealth here on this earth. You've probably heard other readers say, as above, so below. So if you're wealthy in spirit, the abundance will come to you here on earth. So put it where it resonates. So maybe someone had wished that upon you. And the Lord's karma to that person is the Tower. How dare you try to touch one of my anointed ones? I'm going to teach you a true lesson of throwing hate towards someone that loves me and someone I love. So you see, God loves everybody, but He truly protects His anointed ones. So this could be perhaps your twin flame, right? Your twin flame has been trying to hold on to your energy and not make any changes in her or his life. And there's a realization that the Tower was there to teach a lesson. Sometimes when you've always had God sort of favoring you, not sort of, but God favors those, right? Through prayers. God favors those. That hold Him close. So for me, it's I've been taught by one of the greatest women in this world that ever existed, and this is how I feel about my grandmother. And she prayed for all of us. She prayed for protection. She prayed that we would all wake up. She prayed that people would want to emulate her because she emulated God. And for me, her prayers helped me awaken. Took me several decades, but here I am today giving you this reading that about how cruel people can be. So basically, in my lifetime, I was married twice. My first husband remarried, and they really got excited about hurting me. They really got excited about hurting my daughter. They were going out of their way to torment my daughter, to hurt me, or they would just torment me, knowing that it hurt my daughter. So, because my first husband couldn't heal from the divorce, he set out to be evil. So the other part of it is to prove to his second wife that I meant nothing. My daughter had to mean nothing to him. And it doesn't pay to do that. It doesn't pay to hurt an innocent child to prove that you love somebody that, well, now they're divorced, so that's kind of says it, right? But my daughter is having to turn her life around, and she's doing a very good job. And I pray that, I told her, I said, I always prayed that you would have a better life than me, and you would make better choices than me, and you're doing it. So, just keep doing you, and keep making choices that make you happy. So the Two of Swords to me indicates that maybe someone in your life did choose someone else, and you ask for justice. Maybe you just want to be free from that connection. Maybe you want your person to come back to you. Maybe you've asked for justice, and through the Tower, your person may very well be free of that connection, that hurting connection. That's just how I feel. So it's going to be different for everybody. I feel like your person chose over you. Who they chose they thought was better. And that person probably emulated a lot of your characteristics to win your person over. And probably threw a lot of shade at you, untruths to your person to make your person choose them. So the Two of Swords is saying that your person knows that they chose wrong, and the Tower is destroying it. The Chariot says your person is going to move. Maybe not towards you yet. Maybe they just are breaking away out of the situation, and they're running like hell. They're getting the hell away from the person that they chose over you. And they might need some time for healing, or they might just come to you and they might ask you to forgive them. And it's going to be up to you. Do you choose forgiveness, or do you choose to forgive and just keep moving on? It's going to be different for everybody, but it's just an opinion that it could be. One way is I forgive you, but I've moved on, or it could be I forgive you and I've always loved you, and your person has to say the right words. I've learned my lessons. I promise I'll never betray you again. I promise I'll always put you first in my life if you'll just take me back and forgive me. Okay, so again, it's going to be your choice of what you choose. And the Queen of Wands, she's very protective. You see she's got her wand up. She's a fiery character, so she could be an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius. So this could be you, or this could be your person protecting, now choosing to protect that connection. between you two. All right, so I wanted to also tell you what I'm listening to, or we're listening to, which is it's 432 and 528 hertz. It's a DNA repair and healing frequency, bringing around positive transformation. And there's a couple other things written, but YouTube doesn't let you see all that. But anyways, it's on YouTube. It's a meditation music thingy here. Okay, so I pulled 3 cards from the mermaids, and the first one is decisions. So if you feel like this reading is for you personally, you have some decisions to make. If you feel like it has to do with a person that pushed you away or forced you to not be with them, then that person has some decisions to make. So, of course, it could be both. Put it where it resonates, if it resonates at all. But I feel like the decisions that are being made is going to be very healing. So, again, this could be 2 people coming together, or it could be self-healing for you or your person. And then we have communication. Could be your person is reaching up to the Most High and asking for guidance, asking for healing, asking for protection. Could be they want to communicate with you. Maybe you two are energetically connected. Okay, so moving forward, we have, I only pulled 2 cards out of the Psychic Tarot. The first one was Firm Foundation. So you see we had the Tower earlier. So now your person may want to have a firm foundation with you. Or this could be something you've been working on. You now have a firm foundation. It's going to be different for everyone, so just take it how it resonates and apply it. And then the next card is Victory and Success. I personally would feel hopeful for me, right? Because we're all on a different journey, that my person wants a firm foundation with me, and he feels like he can have victory and success living a life with me. Okay, so again, it's going to be different for everybody. So I pulled out several cards from the Archangels. So the first card I pulled was the Lovers. Archangel Raphael. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments. The power of love. And this is you or your person. King of Raphael. Warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. So, I just want to say regarding following your creative passions. My daughter, when she was born, she was probably over 13 months, because she was a late walker. That's why I know she started walking like around 13 months. But anyways, when she was a baby, still in diapers, or a toddler, people might look at someone 13 months or older as a toddler. She used to want me to paint her toenails. And I wanted her to do it herself. So I gave her an old towel and I sat her on it and I said, you do yours, paint your toenails, but stay on the towel. And of course she didn't do a beautiful job, right? Because she was only 13 months old or 15 months old. And in any event, after she got done, I would just let her sit there for a couple minutes till the polish was dry. And then I would put her in the bathtub. And of course, you know, when you're that age, your skin is so tender and soft, right? And the bath water would take the paint off of her skin. So we would be out and about, and she had her sandals on, and people would be admiring her toenails. And they would say, oh, you painted her toenails. I said, no, she did. And then I explained how they were so beautiful, but she, you know, it's like a perfect job. Anyway, so now all of her life she has had art around her. She's been involved in art, and so that's where her success is her art endeavors. And she's a Pisces. So Pisces carry all the characteristics, is what I'm told, of all the charts, because they're the last, so they get a little bit of all of them put together. And she's very artistic, and she's very meticulous, and she strives for perfection in everything she does. So follow your passions, follow what makes your heart beat, what makes your heart happy. Okay, so Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Okay, so a new beginning. Maybe your person's going to come to you as a king, but offer a page. He or she will be gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. So that's kind of how I feel about that card. And the Five of Raphael. The way to find part of your healing is to realize that everything happens for a reason. Releasing regret and embracing the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. And wow, so we have another ace. Okay, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Now these cards were at the bottom, but I feel like they could resonate for someone. So Three of Gabriel, prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So the thing about your mind, right? You can think, oh my gosh, it's going to be awful. Oh my gosh, it's not going to work out. So, you know, I had a separation with my daughter for quite a few years, probably like 6 years. And I let it be how she wanted it to be, not talking. And the funny thing about it is I always told her by the time she was 28, she would realize a lot about our past. And she would understand different things that I said or did at the age of 28. And here she is, she's 28. We've reconnected. I went out there and visited her, and she was kind of worried that, you know, kind of how things really are going to go. And I say that because they bought an air mattress for me to sleep in her office, and she has a couple of bookshelves in there. And every day, you know, I'd fold up my blankets and my pillows and get them situated and push the air mattress up so I can use it the next night. So where I was stacking them, she has like a computer table next to a cabinet. And the whole time, except for, I think it was today's, let's see, I left on Tuesday, so Sunday? Yeah, I think Sunday morning, I was stacking the pillows and everything on her in the area, and I noticed this picture was face down. And I remember seeing it in a movie where it was, talk on it. It was one of the diehards where they went into the Japanese tower. And the lady, Bruce Willis's wife, put the picture of her family down when the crooked guys came in, because she just wanted to keep that private. And so in my mind, that's what I was thinking about that movie. So I lifted the picture up. It was a picture of me and her dad sitting next to each other, you know, happy and in love and being real close to each other. And I stood it up. So after I stacked all the pillows up and everything, I called my daughter to the room. I said, come here, I want to show you something. And I said, see? And all she saw was the stacked blankets and pillows. She's like, thanks, Mom, because I put her stuffed animals on top of there. And I said, no, not that. So I pointed at the picture. She's like, well, I didn't want to offend you. I was like, why would I be offended? I loved your dad, and your dad loved me, and we made you. Why would you ever be ashamed of that? And so she's like, I just didn't want to offend you, Mom. I was like, don't let anybody ever tell you to hide something about how you feel about something. You put it out in the open. You say what you got to say. If they even say anything to you. You know, like, this is her house. I'm coming into her house. Why would I want to cause any conflict? Why would I want to make a visit miserable? You know, and before I left, truthfully, she couldn't even hug me. She couldn't hug me when I got there. She couldn't hug me in her house. She really just couldn't hug me. And I told her boyfriend, I said, well, or maybe it's when I had the conversation with her, with his parents, because we FaceTimed. And I was like, she hasn't even hugged me yet. And I said, she's afraid to feel that feeling. Because if I hugged her and I walked away and she never saw me again, she would always miss that hug. So she's kind of looking at a different perspective, or maybe I got it totally wrong. But no, she wouldn't hug me. She let me kiss her on the cheek. She let me kiss her on her forehead. But there were no hugs. And I'm good with that, I have to go at her pace. And so before I left, I wrote her like, the size of these cards, I had some colored ones that I was writing things on, so I wrote her a little note. And I told her, I've always loved you. I always will love you. I'm so proud of you for having made such a beautiful home. And I said, just keep up the good work. And I can't remember exactly what I said, but, I'm sure it made her cry. But it was a cry out of love. And it's okay. It's okay that, I was there for a few days, and, she was busy doing her work, and I sat out front enjoying the nice Austin weather at like between 80 and 92. And I went for a few walks, and it was, well, you see on the community page, the pictures of the squirrels and stuff. So that was very interesting. And I'm hoping they'll send me a picture of the finished table, because I did gloss it, but it needed a little more work. So her boyfriend's going to be taking care of that. And I hope they'll send me a picture when it's inside the house and decorated. And, you know, everything happens for a reason. She has become so strong and so persistent about being kind and showing love and making her life good. So I'm very proud of her. Okay, but moving forward regarding this reading, I hope I didn't lose you guys. Let me just flip through these real quick and I'll show you. So we have the Lovers. We have the King of Raphael, you or your person. The Ace of Raphael, new beginning. The Page of Raphael is how your person will come to you. You know, they probably won't come to you. They'll probably come to you as a king, but with you know, the gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted that's within them they want to share with you. The Five of Raphael is saying, hey, will you please forgive me? Everything happens for a reason, and I went through this to now know that you are the one, to now know that I betrayed you, to now know that I listened to others instead of listening to my own heart, that I've learned so many lessons, that I'm ready to have this beautiful new beginning with you. And putting the past behind us and moving forward. Taking a boat ride on our journey together. Okay, so then we have the moon. Again, the moon came out. When I see this card, I feel like two people are at a distance and they both walk out when the moon's out. They both talk to the moon, like that Bruno Mars song about talking to the moon. It's two people energetically connected, but at a distance right now. And maybe your person is saying, I only want to offer you peace. Right? I don't want to bring negativity into our new relationship. I don't want to be this person that you think of as a player, a manipulator. I've learned so many lessons, and I've learned that peace is way better than chaos. And I want this peace with you. And your person might be telling you, make a wish, and I'm going to be there to help you bring it to fruition. Okay? So put it where it resonates, people. And next we have to do the angel numbers, right? So what cards can we use for the angel numbers? Okay. Let me put back the psychic tarot cards I used, and I'll pull some cards to see what our angel numbers will be. And then that's the end of our reading. So when in doubt, choose to see peace. When you are in a peaceful state is when you can manifest anything that you want. A clouded mind, you know, a crowded mind, a confused mind, you can't manifest anything. The power of your mind, when it's connected to your heart, when your mind, body, and soul is all in unison, when your chakras are all in unison, when you've asked the good Lord to forgive you for your sins, that you surrender to the Most High. I want to live that life, Lord. I want to live the life that has peace in it. Well, there's chaos all around us. I want to protect my peace. I want my peace to be the most important thing in my life. I want peace in my mind, body, and soul. I want peace in my home. I want peace in my workplace. I want peace wherever I go. And, there's turmoil all around. And if we engage and be in turmoil, we have no peace. Okay, angel numbers. First card is a 5, throat chakra. So someone needs to speak up. 1, a new beginning. So that means we have 3 aces so far. One more, Holy Spirit. 9, fulfillment of wishes. So speak that into your future. You speak by using your throat. You speak that you would like a new beginning and passion, and have that passion ignited for what it is that makes you truly happy. And when you have peace, when you choose the peace in your mind, body, and soul into your life, is when your fulfillment of wishes will begin to be created. Okay, so I gotta turn the music off so I can get you the angel number. Okay, angel number 519. Okay, so I'm going to go to Joanne. But I have A1 overview. The angel number 519 is said to be a message to follow your intuition and go with the flow of changes in your life. It can also be a sign that you are on the right path and that the changes you are experiencing will present new opportunities for your spiritual and physical growth. Angel number 519 is a symbol of positive change and divine support. Your angels are encouraging you to trust your inner wisdom and embrace the opportunities unfolding in your life. The number signifies that you're on the right path towards success and abundance. Okay, let's see what Joanne says. Angel number 519 is a blend of the energies and attributes of number 5 and number 1 and the vibrations of number 9. Number 5 resonates with major life changes, making important choices and decisions, promotion and advancements, adaptability and versatility, adventure and life lessons learned through experience. Number 1 resonates with new beginnings, initiate and inspiration, self-leadership and assertiveness, striving forward and progress, achievement and success, attainment and fulfillment. Number 1 encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and reminds you that you create your own reality with your mind, with your thoughts. Don't let negative thoughts come into your mind. If they do, say, that is not for me, that is not my thought, I throw it out, I don't want it a part of my life. And it actually takes, I couldn't tell you a time, but through the beginning of my spiritual journey, and I still have it from time to time. And sometimes I'm not perfect, okay, so I don't always throw that out at that second, and it might take me a little bit to throw it out, but the more that you throw out those negative thoughts, the more that you have positive thoughts come in. Okay, so number 9 adds its influences of leading by positive example, philanthropy, and light working. The concept of karma, spiritual enlightenment, and the universal spiritual laws. Number 9 also relates to endings, closures, and conclusions. Angel number 519 is the message to follow your intuition and go with the flow of the changes taking place in your life as they are appearing for your benefit and will present new opportunities that will advance you along your spiritual and material physical paths. In order for positive change to manifest in your life, it is important to release the past, release and let go of the old, and know that it has served an important function whilst in your life. Invite in the new and detach from the old with love and gratitude. So even though you went through a bad situation, or you're going through a bad situation, or you've gone through a bad situation, you say, I will never regret that time. It was there to teach me a lesson. I've learned this from this situation, kind of thing. And then you can just let it go. I won't not love the time that I had in my past, and I will have gratitude. You can word it however you like, but for me, I've never said I regret knowing anybody. I've never said I regret my time spent with anybody. And I spend a lot of time with people in my life that really didn't want to see me grow. So it's easy to hate, I guess, and you hold on to it and you never let it go. And it's hard to let it go, but out of love for yourself, out of love of your life, you really have to let it go so you can have a clean slate to move forward. Okay, so release old shackles of restraint to make room for new in your life, and stay positive about yourself, your life, and your future. If you have recently gone through a job loss or end of a relationship, expect it to be replaced with something better suited. Trust that the angels and universe are working in your favor, and new opportunities will present in the very near future. Angel number 519 encourages you to live your life as a positive example to others, as you have the abilities and talents to lead and guide others in positive ways. Put your light working skills to good use. The world needs your light, your shine. The world needs you to shine your light. So again, as it states, if you've recently gone through a job loss or end of a relationship, expect it to be replaced with something better suited. So this could be very well your person saying, hey, I know that I chose wrong. I've learned so much. And that this part could be referred to your person saying, I know that you were the better choice. Okay? So it could resonate like that for you. And I say that your decisions are made by how you feel. Your decisions are not made by tarot readings. Your decisions are made by what makes your heart sing. Tarot readings are a guidance. They're a way to have your spiritual awakening take place. They're a way to open up your own intuition, right? I myself have heard a lot of readings, and some of them made me confused because I was reading too much into them, and I was listening to too many readings. But I will tell you that some of them resonate towards my person, for me. Some of them I feel like resonate towards my person, and some of them resonate towards me. And the crazy thing is, the readings will all resonate in a certain way to certain people, right? Like I said, I feel like some of the readings I've heard has resonated more for my person than for me. And We just have to have faith, say our prayers. I'd really like to know if all of you are reading into the body of my readings, to see if, I want to know if you're reading the scriptures that I put down for you, because I'm reading like the whole book or part of the book, just so that you stay in tune. There's different ways of connecting with God, and to have a discussion about the Bible is, the Bible's been changed 30-something times. Sometimes it's been changed to benefit the person, the king or the emperor in charge of that area, of that era, It could be something like that, but basically it's like anything. You find the good in it, and if there's any good in it that you find, you apply it to your life. Okay, so that's how I look at the Bible. I don't look at the Bible as the end-all, be-all, because humans have touched it so many times, right? But there are good things in it that have helped me move along in my life, that helped me find my peace, that helped me understand some of the things I'm going through. And that's the thing about journaling is, if you journal, then if you give other people the opportunity to view what you've written and what you've gone through, then it gives them the opportunity to take those same words or those same sentences, the same healing that you received out of it, they can receive out of it too. So I believe that a lot of readers have gone through a whole slew of different series of tests, and I believe that they've rose above probably some pretty bad situations, and they're here to help others to awaken and line up, get lined up, get in alignment with spirit, because that's the only way to go. It's the only way to go, because no matter what you go through, no matter what obstacles you have, you're always going to have peace if you believe in the Lord, if you believe in God Almighty, if you believe that there's a higher person, a higher spirit up there, if you believe that, there is life after death. Like, if you believe there's life after death, it'd be silly not to take this life very serious and do good, right? I don't have to believe that there's life after death, because I already know there's life after death. I've seen it in my own life. I've had people say, kind of cruel things, really. Like, I hope your brother found God before he died. Like, I could tell that statement wasn't very loving. It was kind of wanted to give me something to worry about. My answer was, I know that he's in heaven, because he told me he doesn't celebrate Christmas because he believes that every day you should treat people the same way you treat them as you do on Christmas Day. No, that's a lot of love, and that's a lot of faith, and that's a lot of good that he had within his soul. So, we don't have to step into a church to find out who we are. We can if it makes us feel good, if it makes us make better choices, if it makes us see things in a different light. Sure, go to church if you want. I don't go to church because The only churches I felt like I really felt the Spirit of the Lord in was wherever my grandmother went. Because I know that God was always with her. So that's the end of our reading. I hope that it gives you some peace, gives you some something to help your day go better. Okay, whatever that is. The idea is we're supposed to live our best life. You know, we might not have the car of our dreams. We might not have the home of our dreams. We might not have the family of our dreams. We might not have the friendships of our dreams. But what do we have? We have our self-love, our self-healing, our own journey to be our best, to find our passion, to look beyond the veil, to get that higher perspective, to be forgiving and allowing some people back in your life, and then being forgiving and saying, no, I forgive you, but I just have to love you from a distance. So all those scenarios are going to be different for everybody. I find that people they think you're odd because you carry a glow that you don't even realize that you carry this glow, this aura about you that's a beautiful attraction that's draws other people towards you. You know, you probably never even realized you had that. But the people who have been against you have always seen it. And maybe they pretended to be your friends, you know, or pretended to be a good sibling to get close to that energy. Meanwhile, they really couldn't fully connect with you because spiritually, energetically, you're already placed on a higher pedestal. And it's not even by your choice. It's by choosing to live a better life, by choosing to have spirit enter your mind, body, and soul, to enter your home, your life. God changes everything. You know, God will make those other people that are significant. You know, maybe you thought they were always important, that they were important to you. But if the importance was only going one way, you know, maybe your heart truly said, oh, this person's really important to me. And then you find out that person wasn't really valuing you in the same way. It was more of a, oh, I can have this if I'm with this person, or I can have that if I'm with this person. But the love wasn't really up to par, right? So it's going to be different for everybody, folks. I pray that the collective receives healing today and a higher perspective. And I pray that you all believe in yourselves, that you believe that you deserve the best. The best requires not settling for less. Hey, I just wrote that. I just said that. But I don't know if it's been said before, but so God bless you all. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you on the next reading.